Uchua Penki, Tangi Tuamaji, Human Ki Mulira Kun King. Ciao Baso, Gino. Patoga Yakuli Kokala Gigi. Tinkuin Koka, Tong Smilia. Tinkuin Koka, Pato. Ki Mulira Kun King. Topa na otobokasa, Pampa Ki Mulira Kun King. Kimba no Konik Dota. Uba Baska Dwana Chichopa Muska. Kimba ni Chalot Chachiska. Kakin Cha Nawabakaon.
Huh? What? Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. My attention was kind of focused on the Twi'lek dancers. Look at them waggle those head tails. I don't normally go for these alien girls, but I've had some bad experiences with my own species lately. Maybe it's time for a change. Know what I mean? My name's Holden. Maybe you've heard of me. I work for Davik Kang. I'm one of his top couriers. Davik's always sending me off-planet to deliver and bring back packages. He knows he can trust me to follow my orders to the letter. Plus, I used to be an intergalactic customs agent, so I know all the tricks they use to catch smugglers. That gives me the edge I need on my courier runs. It's not like it's some big secret. It's kind of hard for Davik to keep a low profile when he belongs to a big intergalactic crime syndicate like the Exchange. Davik's ship is the fastest one in the entire quadrant. But even the Ebonhawk can't get off Taris until the quarantine is lifted. The Sith fleet has the planet surrounded. Any ship leaving orbit without proper access codes will be disintegrated by the Sith auto-targeting laser cannons. And those codes are locked safely away in the military base. Davik's pretty upset about it. His smuggling operation isn't making any money. But even with his underworld connections, he can't get his hands on those codes. You're here about that? I guess Zax must have mentioned me to you at the bounty office. Fair enough. I don't care who takes her out. Just so long as the job gets done. I can't let her get away with what she did. That wench tried to cut me with her vibro blade. Really? Huh. I guess that's it then. A real shame it had to come to this. She was a good-looking gal despite her temper. Ah well, plenty more ladies out there for me. If you want to collect the bounty, go talk to Zax. I gave him the credits for safekeeping. As far as I'm concerned, my part in this is over. Fine by me. That means I get to go back to enjoying the dancing girls.
Nichu, Kimba Mulira Wanaji, Kimba no Kunixat Abong, Kaku, Kimba Mulira Wanaji, Kimba no Kunitsa, Kuchan.
I'll stick with the bounties Davik puts out. They're usually less dangerous than the government-funded contracts. I saw Calo Nord in the tap room. He's a legend in this business. I wonder if he'd give me an autograph. These are good times for bounty hunters. I've made a small fortune on the bounty Zax has been paying out.
Kuyami juz chikata na patogaya fulki ka chikun ita haudonga. Takum juz takmiki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita modunga. Euganda naru chuchut. Ogesha ponka bola wana chikte.
Kipona, onana kacho. Kitachi chonai sa haudunga. Rundi haudunga tong kimbab. Jibedu anani bobo. Toma. Lagoda na rinkis matoma. Taris manaris.
I can't see anything wrong with getting rid of people like that, as long as we don't end up on the list of the victims. Okay, I don't know about Davik's special contracts. Justice is one thing, but doing a crime lord's dirty work is something else.
Tombatoras Mactelia. Gioca col moleva. Con cibeduana ne bobo. Chachis katachi chonai faodunga. Tombatoras Mactelia. Gioca col moleva. Cibeduana ne Cava dumpa curpi yeya mokapapa. Kachicho nai faodunga. Taukum. Rundi haudunga tongkim. Tumirana no prata tunkyo. Searcha toma toma. Kachicho nai faodunga. Taukum. Rundi haudunga tongkim banang kongke. Rundi Kachicho nai faodunga. Taukum kipona. Ona nai kacho. Kimba mulera tuana punira nanu prata tunkyo. Searcha toma toma. Punira nanu prata tunkyo. Searcha toma toma. Chioka col molera. Quien conjo pesha. Nova mulera tava pudo. Ponera nano. Rundi hauta. Punira nano prata tunkyo. Searcha toma toma. Taris manaris. Donjo ne ahakon. Kava tumpa kurpi yeya mokapapa. Cibeduana ni bobo. Tonmanung.
Kachikung idahaldonga. Iking. Chigratu da pograshi oniu kompa chitta kunjus takmiki grabul mogo. Kachichu itabo chigratu da pograshi oniu kompa chintumbo muchuba. Kavadupaku palia mukapata. Janshak pulara. Umrao chiskaduchi. Onchu chakji locha wana wama. Kava volpa multi kumuna.
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata. Bonanakachu. Akti kondo. Vitimembo rangthong. Mulira onshad. Kin konshi kakichin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun palamona reji. Rundi ichawa tongbola janiku.
Takunjus takmiki grabul mogo. Kachi runda di hotonga kunhang.
Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun. Watu bonanakachu. Kicha badwang. Wang.
Tag is tu ponko koki magpaka. Ching pala chiska mule tunarana nu prata tunko sicha tuma wamabatus keba toma. Nisha julorcha kinkuno bulerajiku.
Shagji kina lorcha watambwana kin kunshi witimembo rangthong mulira on.
Boragatong, mulira siyang turong ni na potata.
Witimembo rangthong mulira on shaturing ni.
Chikun itahaldonga.
Shagji kina lorcha watambwana kin kun.
Ucha hadonga ya fulki.
Mokao dang yafoki. Chachiska do punta.
Takum just miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolnobank.
Gigi hakuji lorcha kin kuna. Vamuleri jikun. Chutula podoto punto cast witimembo rangthong mulira on shaturing ni patoga wanga.
Hey, you can't just walk in here. This is the hidden back base. How do I know you're not a Vulcar spy sent to kill Gadon Thek? A lot of people want to go inside and speak to Gadon. He's a hero of the common folk. But the days of the Hidden Beck's open-door policy are gone. Between the Sith conquest and the Vulcar gang war, Gadon has more enemies than he used to. We're being careful about who we let in now. Well, we do need all the help we can get. And you don't look like you're with the Vulcars or the Sith. Besides, it's not like you can do anything to harm Gadon in the heart of his own base. Not with Zerdra watching his back. Go in and speak to Gadon if you want. Just remember to be on your best behavior. The Hidden Becks are watching you.
Hold it right there. Who are you, and what is your business with Gadon?
Calm down, Zerdra. Nobody's going to try anything here in the middle of our own base. It would be a suicide mission.
You're too trusting, Gadon. Brejik and his Vulcars want you dead. Anyone we don't know is a potential threat, and it's my job to make sure you're safe.
Do you want us to start attacking strangers on sight, Zerdra? Like the Vulcars do? I will never let it come to that. Now step aside and let them pass.
As you wish. You can speak to Gadon if you want, but I've got my eye on you. You try anything and you'll be vaporized before you can say Vulcar spy.
You'll have to forgive Zerdra. Ever since Brejik and the Vulcars began this war against us, she's been a little overzealous in her security duties. The problems with the Sith haven't helped things. Zerdra seems to forget that I know how to look after myself. Now, how can I help you? A foreign army invades Taris, declares martial law, and locks down all travel to and from the planet? You damn well bet I have a problem with that. If the Sith ever moved in down here, all the swoop gangs would unite against them. We'd use hit-and-run guerrilla tactics to pick them off. Their casualties would be enormous.
Don't fool yourself. The Sith would never commit to that kind of operation. They'd probably do something much more grand and deadly.
But so far, the Sith have stayed out of the lower city, and our strength is wasted on this stupid gang war. I tried to explain this to Brejik, but he and his Vulcars won't listen. The escape pods? You know, I heard the Sith have been asking around the upper city about them as well. But you don't look like you're with the Sith.
They might be spies, Gadden. They might be working for the Sith.
Calm down, Zerdra. If the Sith thought we knew anything useful, they'd have a battalion of troops kicking down our door. No, I think this off-worlder has his own agenda. I suppose I could tell you what I know. It's not like it could do any harm to me or my gang. But it might cause problems for the Vulkars, and that's okay in my book. The Vulkars stripped those pods clean within hours after they landed. It's too bad we didn't get there first, considering what my spies reported the Vulkars found. A female Republic officer named Bastila survived the crash. We Becks don't believe in intergalactic slavery, but the Vulkars aren't so picky. They took her prisoner. Normally, the Vulkars would take a captured slave and sell them for a nice profit to Davik, or an off-world slaver. But a Republic officer is no ordinary catch.
I still think Bastila's just a Republic officer. That could work to our advantage. Maybe she'll even figure out a way to escape from the Vulkar base on her own.
She's too valuable to leave with the Vulkar scum at the base. Brejik's probably got your Republic friend hidden away somewhere safe until the big swoop race. You'll never find her. I'm afraid your friend has become a pawn in Brejik's game to take over the lower city. He's offered her up as the Vulkar's share of the prize in the annual swoop gang race. By putting up such a valuable prize, Brejik hopes to win the loyalty of some of the smaller gangs. Their numbers will allow him to finally destroy me and my followers.
So how do you propose we go about rescuing Bastila then? Well, we can't fight all the gangs.
The only hope you have of rescuing Bastila is to somehow win the big season opener of the swoop race. I might be able to help you with this, if you'd be willing to help us. We both have something to gain here, and much to lose. You really don't have any other choice. Not if you want to get Bastila back. You should at least listen to what I have to say. The swoop race is for the lower city gangs only. I could sponsor you as a rider for the Hidden Becks this year. If you win the race, you'll win your friend's freedom. But first, you have to do something for me. My mechanics have developed an accelerator for a swoop engine. A bike with the accelerator installed can beat any other swoop out there. But the Vulkars stole the prototype from us. They plan to use it to guarantee a victory in this year's swoop race. I need you to break into their base and steal it back. Getting into the Vulkar base won't be easy. The front doors are locked tight. But I know someone who might be able to get you in the back way. Mission Veo.
Mission? Gadden, you can't be serious. She's just a kid. How is she supposed to help them with this?
Mission's explored every step of every back alley in the lower city. Plus, she knows the undercity sewers better than anyone. If anyone can get inside the Vulkar base, it's her. Don't underestimate Mission or her Wookiee friend Zalbar. They're a formidable pair, tough enough to go exploring the undercity by themselves. Your best bet is to look for her in the undercity. But you'll need some way past the Sith guard post at the elevator. A simple disguise might have worked on the upper city guard, but the security down here is much tougher. You'll need the proper papers to get past him. Luckily, my gang ambushed one of the Sith patrols headed down to the undercity. They never made it, and their security papers fell into my hands. Since we're working together now, I suppose I could give them to you in exchange for your uniforms. With the security papers, you won't need a disguise anyway. Good choice. Thanks for the uniforms. You won't need them with these security papers anyway. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? Your time would probably be better spent going after the prototype swoop engine the Vulkars stole from us, but I'll answer your questions if I can. Not while the Sith quarantine is in place. Even the fastest smuggler ships can't break the blockade of the fleet surrounding the planet without the proper launch codes. Any ship leaving the Taris atmosphere without the proper codes would be instantly disintegrated by blaster cannons fired by the Sith fleet's automated targeting systems. Your time would probably be better spent going... When I lost my sight in the swoop bike accident, everyone assumed I would step down as leader of the Hidden Becks and let Brejik, my most trusted follower, take over. But with my ocular implants, I can still see well enough to lead this gang, and I knew Brejik wasn't ready to take over yet. Unfortunately, Brejik didn't agree with me. In a rage, he left to join our arch-rivals, the Black Vulkars. A lot of the younger gang members followed him, and soon he and his followers had taken control of the Vulkar gang. Brezhik is a proud man. My decision was a public humiliation for him. Maybe if I had stepped down, this gang war could have been avoided.
Don't fool yourself, Gadden. Brezhik wants to control the lower city gangs. If you'd stepped down, he'd have led the Beks against the Vulkars. He wanted this war, one way or another.
I know you're right, Zerdra. Brezhik won't rest until I am dead and the Beks are no more. But it's hard to accept the truth of his betrayal. Your time would probably be better spent going after the prototypes.
Very tactful. Are you itching for a fight or something?
How dare you? I should kill you where you stand.
Calm down, Zerdra. I'm not ashamed of what I've become. As you can see, I lost my eyes in a swoop racing crash. I rely on these artificial replacements to see now. But my blindness was not the worst consequence of my accident. My affliction was what eventually led to this war between my Beks and the Vulkars. When I lost my sight in the swoop bike accident, everyone assumed I would step down as leader of the hidden Beks and let Brezhik, my most trusted follower, take over. But with my ocular implants, I can still see well enough to lead this gang, and I knew Brezhik wasn't ready to take over yet. Unfortunately, Brezhik didn't agree with me. In a rage, he left to join our arch-rivals, the Black Vulkars. Feel free to come back anytime. We're not like those Vulkar savages. Strangers are welcome in the Bek base.
Une podo rananu prata donko shirkasha kava dumpa ku palia mukapata manaman atota hakki jukrata pola shui chungato
Kuhtastar sieltä, kuhtakel kiis. Tuli tustlaan vannivukelva, hoisidan kelvavan. Tuota, tuli tustlaan vannivukelva, hoisidan.
une podo
You asked for this! How'd you like that? Down you go! You asked for this! How'd you like that? Yes, what's on your mind? I guess I did say you could ask me questions later, didn't I? Is this really necessary? Really snapping at the orders, are we? Okay, you got it. Sir, let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective. I'm just trying to figure it out. I saw enough men lose their lives needlessly during the Mandalorian Wars. It's difficult to see that happen all over again. We lost the ship and a lot of good people. And for what? The hope that the Jedi powers would save us somehow? Not that Bastila had much of an opportunity to act. We didn't choose that battle anyway. It got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway? A smuggler? I should have guessed. Isn't it odd, however, that a smuggler who was added to the crew at the last minute just happens to be alive? You were the only one. Not to mention that Bastila's party was the one who requested your transfer. The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. But hell, they practically took over the ship, as far as I can tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value, ever, and I hate surprises. I mean, I have to expect the unexpected, just to be safe. Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things? All right. You're pretty damn tenacious. You know that? We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
Listen to me, people. There is a
What do you...
I guess I can't tell.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Taris. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested. Just so you know, the prices on the items are final. No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal in top-notch stuff. Welcome to... Because of the Sith quarantine,
Don't you just love watching the Kazakh players? All that strategy, all those credits. It's enough to make a girl get all flushed.
What do you want? Have you come here just to bother me, or do you wish to test yourself against the best Kazakh player on Taris? You don't even have your own deck? Then why are you bothering me? You can't play Kazakh without your own deck. If you're serious about Kazakh, go speak to old Garok on the other side of the tavern. His gambling days are over, and he's looking to sell his deck.
Hello there, youngster. You interested in buying the Kazakh deck of an old man looking to get out of the gambling game? Just 50 credits and I'll sell you all my cards. I'll even throw in a free lesson to boot. It's a great deal, if you can afford it. My name's Garuk. I used to be a card shark, one of the best Kazakh players in the Outer Rim. But that was before I retired from the gambling life. Don't get me wrong, the game's been good to me over the years. I've traveled the span of the galaxy, from the core worlds to the farthest reaches of the Outer Rim. I've won countless fortunes, and lost countless more. But that was long ago, and things have changed. Gambling is a young man's game. That's why I'm looking to get out. My offer still stands. 50 credits gets you my old Kazakh deck and a free lesson. A great offer if you can afford it. Glad to see you're interested in the grand old game. The rules are pretty simple. Here, I'll load them up into your data pad so you can check them out anytime you want. Good luck. I hope the game's as good to you as it was to me. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? Of course. My mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. That's why I'm giving up the gambler's life. But I think I can still manage to answer some simple questions. I spend my days here in the cantina, sipping ale and chatting with the folks who wander by. I don't have much use or care what goes on outside these walls. I don't see much point in worrying about that kind of stuff now that I've given up the gambler's life. Is there anything else I can do for you? Of course. Don't know what I can tell you that would be of any use. The upper city is nice enough, though it was better before the Sith showed up. But they don't bother an old guy like me much. Don't know much about the lower city. It's rough down beneath. I just stay up here where it's safe and mind my own business. I don't see much point in worrying about that kind of stuff now that I've given up the gambler's life. Is there anything else I can do for you? Of course. No sense in a youngster like you wasting your days away with an old man in a dingy bar. But if you ever want to chat, you know where to find me.
No hard feelings, my good man, but I can't really talk with you right now. It's difficult enough to draw the interest of the ladies in this establishment as it is. Surely you understand what I'm talking about. I'd guess you've experienced many lonely evenings, something I'm hoping to avoid tonight. No hard feelings, my good man. Surely you understand what I'm talking.
That quarantine must be tough when you off-world are stuck here. You should try and make the best of it and order yourself some Tarisian ale. It'll take away some of the sting. I wish the off-duty Sith would stop coming in here for drinks. I mean, scouring the Undercity looking for the Republic escape pods in the reek of the sewers. You know, it's bad enough the Sith conquered this planet, but do they have to come in here, relax, and rub their presence in our faces?
Isn't this band great? They can't leave Taris because of the Sith quarantine, so they've been playing here every night. Talk about a good break for us. I don't know what the guys in here find so attractive about those Twi'leks. Look at them. They're dressed like little dirty space wenches. Everyone's worried the Sith will come in here and shut this place down. Can you imagine how dull it would be if we didn't have any music on Taris?
Mucho shakapaka, yi ki kun no ba muladraki chichon.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Ready?
Yes?
It's a good thing a few of the Sith come in here to relax when they're off duty. It should keep them from closing this cantina down. You aren't from Taris, are you? Do yourself a favor and stay away from the Tarisian ale. It packs more kick than most off-worlders can handle. Nice outfit. I've seen outcasts in the Undercity who dress better than you. Do I know you? No? Then why are you speaking to me? Why do you poor folk always smell so funny? Are you our waiter? Ghana's buying tonight. Talk to her to get my order.
This Tarisian ale is fantastic. We should have conquered this planet ages ago. This cantina isn't the fanciest joint I've ever been in, but it's a good place to unwind after a hard shift at the military base. Taris isn't such a bad place. I've been stationed in worse places than this during my commission.
I'm not here to chat. I just finished a long shift at the military base, and now I'm just looking to relax. Let me enjoy my drink in peace, and I won't have to run you in for questioning. If you're here to complain about the quarantine, don't waste your breath. There's nothing I can do about it. I just follow the orders I'm given.
Where did you get those clothes? A trash compactor in the lower city? And where are those drinks we ordered?
Careful what you say. I get the feeling this spoiled brat could cause us more trouble than she's worth.
Why is the help here so incompetent? One word from Daddy and I could get you fired. How dare you speak to me like that? Daddy's going to hear about this.
I can't believe we couldn't get arena tickets for this match. Now we'll have to watch the duel on the view screen.
Who cares? It's Duncan and Gerlon fighting. It's not like we're gonna miss anything good.
Shh, they're about to start, so quit complaining and just watch the view screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I draw your attention to the dueling ring. Here, two combatants will battle for your viewing and gambling enjoyment. Now, I hope all your bets are down because we're ready to roll. In this corner, I give you Gerlon Two Fingers. And over here, looking to climb the ranks yet again, is the ever-persistent Deadeye Duncan. To nobody's great surprise, Deadeye is down again. Don't worry, folks. He's just unconscious. As usual, our medics will have him up and about in a bit. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? So I give you the winner, Gerlon Two Fingers.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Marl. I'm one of the duelists here at the cantina. I was wondering when you'd get around to talking to me. No, we've never met. It's just that most people who come here to watch the duels are bored nobles, looking for a little excitement in their drab lives. But you're different. You look like you know a thing or two about combat. I'm guessing you didn't come here to sit on the sidelines and watch a duel. Are you looking for a match? If you're interested in setting up a match, or if you want to place a wager, just go speak to Adger. He's that hut over in the corner. He'll make all the arrangements. My area of expertise is pretty much limited to the dueling ring and the other combatants here at the cantina, but I'll try to answer any questions you might have. Only what I heard from the news reports, which are all censored by the Sith. Some pods crashed into the Undercity. Anyone caught harboring survivors will be arrested and executed. Really, I don't think it's any of my business. The Sith want to call themselves rulers of Taris. It's fine by me, just so long as they don't shut the duel ring down. I can only tell you what is recorded in the basic visitor guides. The Upper City is a beautiful destination where intergalactic travelers can find all their basic needs. If you're looking for excitement, the duel rings here are your best bet. Stay out of the Lower City. It's nothing but a gang-ridden slum. Is there anything else you want to know? The duels themselves are simple enough. Two combatants armed with stun pistols enter the ring. One walks out a winner. The other is carried out unconscious on a stretcher. If you're interested in setting up a match, or if you want to place a wager, just go speak to Adger. He's that hut over in the corner. He'll make all the arrangements. My area of expertise is... You've come to the right man. I've been dueling here for nearly 20 years, and I remember every duelist who's been through this cantina. Of course, there are only 5 of us left now. Duncan, Gurlon, Ice, Twitch, and me. Bendak's Star Killer comes in once in a while, but he's retired now. What can I say? Bendak was a legend. Never lost a match his entire career. But he was bloodthirsty as an Iridorian battle rager. Never liked having to face the same opponent twice. Got so he wouldn't battle anyone unless it was a death match. When they made death matches illegal, he went into retirement. He still hangs around here sometimes. Bendak's the best there ever was, plain and simple. Even now, I bet that anyone who steps into the ring with him wouldn't make it out alive. Me? Well, I've seen my share of battles. My best years are gone. But I can still hold my own against anyone in here. Except maybe Twitch. Twitch? I think that Rhodian is completely crazy, but he's very, very good despite his insanity. Or maybe because of it. Even I can't beat him. Ice? She's not much for personality, but she's a hell of a fighter. Confident, steady, popular with the crowd, too. If you go up against her, you know you're in for a tough match. Gurlon used to be pretty good before the accident. His blaster overheated during a match and exploded. 1 in a million occurrence. Paralyzed 3 fingers on his right hand. They call him Gurlon 2 Fingers now. He hasn't been the same since the accident. But he's still out here trying to earn a living. That's why I never fight with blasters. Duncan? Worst duelist ever. His nickname is Deadeye because he fights like he's blind. I wouldn't worry about him. My area of expertise is pretty much limited to the dueling ring and the other combatants here at the cantina. But I'll try. The duels themselves are simple. If you're interested... Goodbye, stranger.
I know what you're going to say. I'm so beautiful, I'm so attractive. How can someone who looks so hot with a weapon in her hand be called Ice? Well, I've heard it all before. I'm here to take care of business in the dueling ring, not to have some slack-jawed, goggled-eyed man slobber all over me. So back off. You know what? I'm not one for friendly chit-chat, so I'm just going to deliver the cold, hard facts. I don't want to waste any more time with you. Now you know why they call me Ice. If you're looking for a match, go talk to Azure. He's that big hut over there in the corner. Otherwise, just go away.
I haven't seen you around here before. You looking to step into the duel ring? Or did you just come to watch? What? Why are you here if you don't even know what the dueling ring is? I don't have time to answer your questions. I need to stay focused for my next match. Maybe Azure can help you out. He's the Hut over there in the corner. He arranges all the duels.
What are you looking at, fresh meat? You want a piece of me? You want to step in the dueling chambers with me? Big talk. Go speak with the Hut in the corner to back it up. He's the duel organizer. I'll look forward to our match. Fresh meat is just what I need to end my losing streak.
It's good to see Marl's still around after all these years. He proves this isn't just a young man's game. I love watching ice in the ring. Is there anything more exciting than a woman who's armed and dangerous? Gerlon used to be one of the best in the game. Now he's barely better than old Dead-Eye Duncan.
Marl's been around forever. I wonder if he ever thinks about retiring. Why doesn't Duncan just give the sport up? He's terrible! I love watching Ice fight. She proves this isn't just a man's game. Twitch is my favorite. He's wild.
That Twitch is an animal. You couldn't pay me enough to get into the ring with him. It's good to see Marl still around after all these years.
Oscar, Chiska Nichu, the Huba Motenya go GGPT. Hava, Uba Baska Duana Chichopa Muska, Chiyokaku. Haku Chichopa, Kimba Muli Rapwana G, Chiska Nichu.
Utang yon turun jiwepa. Nihun kagratuk ajur. Kava dumpa kurpi yeya mokapata. Tonga buksha umenung. Kava
Vibroblades and blasters, and nobody ever dies. How come I get the feeling you're trying to take us for a ride?
Chiyoka kolmolera. Konjo pesha, nova muleraji. Yon torang chi aita. Chachis kadon puta, kasabu baka, tomba toras materia. Tawan narota, ayot tagua, tomba toras materia. Kipona, Onana Kacho, Kimba Muliratwana, Taupa.
This is for the best. We could use those credits from these duels, but using your real name is too risky. The Sith might have come across a crew manifest back in the Inner Spire.
Akuchikopa, Chino Mulera King Paja. Akuchikopa, Chino Mulera King Paja. Awan nalota ayot futsang yon turun jiwepa.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. You've seen him lose night after night after night, but this time he's after fresh meat. In this corner, I give you Dead-Eye Duncan! And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the Taris dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name, the mysterious stranger! Mysterious stranger has won! But really, are any of us surprised? Dead-Eye losing isn't news. You have to do better than that to impress us,
stranger. I saw your match against Duncan. Not bad for a rookie. But Dead-Eye's a joke. Even after I lost the use of my fingers, I can still beat him. Go talk to Azure, the duel organizer, if you want to step up to the big leagues. I'll show you what it's like to fight a real duelist.
What do you want? Oh, let me guess. You beat me in the dueling ring, and now you're gonna rub it in my face. Well, I'm used to it. So pardon me if I ignore your gloating. Gee, I wonder why. Couldn't have anything to do with being the worst duelist on Taris, could it? Even a rookie like you got the better of me. Look, I admit it, you're better than me. Everyone's better than me. Blindfolded, one-legged tack with a rusty knife could probably beat me, okay? Is that what you wanted to hear? You satisfied yet? Are you happy now that you've taken the last shred of dignity I have? Slime rat.
I see you got your feet wet in the duel ring. Not bad. You've got real talent, kid. Stick with it and you'll go places. Goodbye, stranger. Maybe we'll talk again later.
What do you want? Wait, let me guess. Now that you're a duelist, you figure we have something in common. Something to chat about, right? Wrong. Just because we're both duelists doesn't mean we're suddenly friends. So give me some space, stranger. I've got nothing more to say to you.
Chachiskadon puta, kasabubaka ho, chioka kolmolera, kinkonjo peshok, nova. Chachiskadon puta rish mama rish, to akuchikopa. Chioka kolmolera, kinkonjo peshok.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. In this corner, one of the greats, a man so tough, even a disfiguring injury couldn't end his career. I give you Gerlon Two Fingers. And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the Taris dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name, the mysterious stranger! mysterious stranger has won! Gerlon losing to a rookie. Is this a sign that his injuries have finally caught up with him? Or is the mysterious stranger for real? Only time will tell!
You beat me fair and square, stranger. But if I still had the use of my fingers, you wouldn't have won. Back before my injury, I would have mopped the ring up with you.
I saw you getting a Pazak lesson from that old fossil Garuk. Learning the rules of Pazak is easy, but actually playing the game is a much greater challenge. Normally, I wouldn't bother with a novice like you. But since Gerrud was banned for hustling cards, I haven't been able to find a good game around here. Do you wish to play a hand? My name is Niklos. I'm the unofficial champion of the Pazak circuit here on Taris. If you don't mind losing your wager, we could play a few hands. If you ever wish to test yourself against the best Pazak player on Taris, you know where to find me.
Leave me alone. I'm not giving out any auto prints to my fans today. What? You don't recognize me? I'm Bendick Starkiller, the most famous blaster slinger on Taris. Over 100 duels without a loss. Every one of them a death match. I'm retired now. Once death matches became illegal, I just got bored with the game. I got no interest in using stun blasters. There was nobody left to challenge me anyway. I've seen you in the dueling ring, but you haven't impressed me. Now, if you could beat all these other pretenders, that might get my attention. So you're the one doing Zax's dirty work. Well, I've got some bad news for you, little bounty hunter. There's no way you're bringing me in. This cantina is wired with a top-level security grid. You pull a weapon on me and the auto-fire turrets will fry you before you can even pull the trigger. Why would I ever want to leave here? I've got food and drinks, place to stay, and everybody treats me with the respect I've earned for my dueling career. But if you're set on collecting that bounty, I'll make you a deal. I kinda miss the fight game. My hand is itching for the feel of a blaster in my grip. If you can prove yourself in the ring by beating all these other so-called duelists, I'll agree to face you in a death match. You win, you get to collect the bounty for killing me. Good luck with that, kid. You're gonna need it.
You sure you want to get involved in this? Seems a bit pointless to me. Up to you.
Greetings and good day. On behalf of the new Sith rulers, I am programmed to encourage you to enjoy your stay on Taris. I am a protocol droid programmed to provide information to everyone on Taris, citizens and visitors alike. Is there something I can do to serve you? I am an employee of the Taris government, programmed to provide information and guidance to any who require it. May I be of any further service to you? Alien species have restricted access to the upper city. This is one of the most ancient traditions of Taris, and the Sith have promised to preserve such traditions. Of course, I have yet to see them arrest a single alien for traveling the upper city without a permit. May I be of any further service to you? The Taris Tourism Board has issued a strong warning to all visitors to avoid the lower city. It is a violent and dangerous place you would do well to avoid. May I be of any further service to you? I am afraid that is impossible. Taris is currently under a planet-wide quarantine. The Sith are allowing no one to arrive or leave except on official Sith business. May I be of any further service to you? The Sith are the new authority here on Taris. They seek to preserve the customs of our world, also I am told. More than this I cannot say. May I be of any further service to you? Then if you will excuse me, I must continue my appointed rounds.
Remember, if you get your hands on that Rakghoul serum, take it to Zax in the lower city bounty office. He works for Davik, and he'll make it worth your while.
What do you want? I guess I can't turn you away in good conscience.
Out of our way, citizen. We're on official Sith business. Just stand aside if you know what's good for you.
aloitan aiottaa akutikopa. Kiinomi. Kiyoka kolmolera. Kien konjo pesak.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. Over in this corner, a woman with steel on her bones and ice water in her veins. She's cold and quick as death itself. You know her. You love her. Ice. And in the other corner, a rising star taking that first step into the big leagues. I give you the mysterious stranger. But ice is tough. She never goes down easy.
Chachiskaton puchanion turun chiuita. Ola. Tava pudu. Ponerana no pratadum no.
Ladies and gentlemen, over in this corner, a woman with steel on her bones and ice water in her veins. She's cold and quick as death. And in the other corner, ladies and gentlemen, over in this corner, a woman with steel on her bones and ice water in her veins. She's cold and quick as death. And in the mysterious stranger has won! Ice is knocked out cold! Looks like we have a rising star in the mysterious stranger, folks. But how high can this star soar? You'll just have to watch and see.